back to Idaho to face murder charges. In the last few minutes, News Nation has learned Bryan Kohberger is being transported from a jail in Pennsylvania to the state where he allegedly committed that crime. We also have new body camera video of Kohberger and his father from a traffic stop along the way as they were driving from Idaho to Pennsylvania in December. Robert Sherman is live in Moscow, Idaho, with the latest on this investigation. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning to you, Mitch. It's the moment that a lot of people have been waiting for as Bryan Kohberger made his first appearance in a court yesterday. We saw him entering the Monroe County, Pennsylvania courthouse where he had an extradition hearing. And in that hearing, he waived his right to extradition, meaning that he's not going to be contesting the fact that he will be coming back here to Idaho in order to face prosecutors and the potential charges that will be unsealed against him once he makes it back here to Idaho. There was a moment in the courtroom yesterday where he made eye contact with his family, and his family members burst into tears upon seeing him there, which is going to show the gravity of the situation inside of that courtroom. The district attorney weighed in on the significance of that extradition waiving by Bryan Kohberger. I want you to take a listen to what he had to say on that.
Idaho does not release their probable cause affidavit in support of their arrest warrant until after their defendant is returned to that state. But having read those documents and the sealed affidavits of probable cause, I definitely believe that one of the main reasons the defendant chose to waive extradition and hurry his return back to Idaho was to need to know what was in those documents.
And this is something else that's just coming into our newsroom. This is body cam footage from an Indiana state trooper during a traffic stop. And as the trooper makes his way to the windows, look who you see here. In the passenger seat, that's Bryan Kohberger's father. In the driver's seat, that's Bryan Kohberger himself. And in that video, it's very hard to hear, but Kohberger says that was actually the second time they were stopped that day. This comes from December 15th, and it just goes to show how that timeline is starting to come together more and more as every piece comes to the forefront. Mitch?
Robert, a new order prohibits police and investigators and attorneys on both sides of the case from speaking publicly about the investigation. It's basically a gag order. So how do we expect to get updates on this case now?
And that just goes to show the direct gravity of this case. I mean, this case has garnered attention from coast to coast. So that's a large part of the reason why you're seeing that gag order come into effect. What we are anticipating is a lot of the information we're going to get is going to be coming from inside that Latah County courtroom that's right behind us there. That's where we're expected to get a lot of that information coming in, not much coming in from outside of the courtroom. Mitch?
There is a lot of attention on this case, so you would expect a lot of folks to be converging on a place that doesn't typically see that many folks interested in their cases. That's Robert Sherman reporting live from Moscow, Idaho. Robert, thank you. Adrian?
Thank you for watching. Go to News Nation now.